Alright friends, welcome back to another video here at Single Fatherhood. We're changing the name. I think it's going to become Parenting Together, like our other channel, Healing Together, which you haven't seen. It's over there. But I've got a great story for you today. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, I am a father of 6. A single father of 6. I have 4 boys before I had 2 girls. So my 2 girls are my youngest. They're my little sweethearts. They are 9 and 6. Yes, 9 and 6. And a couple days ago, when I was up in my upstairs office, quite far away from the rest of the kids, because I was doing my work, I'm also an addiction recovery coach, so... But I could hear blood-curdling screaming coming from downstairs from one of my daughters, from my 9-year-old. Screaming her head off, like I thought that she lost a limb. And I know I'm laughing. I come running downstairs, and I'm expecting to see a pool of blood or something, and I'm like, what's wrong? What's going on? And my 9-year-old goes, she ate my lip gloss. I said, what? She goes, my sister, she goes, Malia ate my lip gloss. It's my favorite lip gloss. And I looked at Malia, who's 6 years old, and she goes, I didn't eat it. And I said, tell me the truth, because we have a 100% honesty policy in our home here. I don't ever tolerate lying. I don't ever lie to my children, and they know never to lie to me. And that is our rule, and everyone sticks to it all the way up to my oldest. And I said, did you eat your sister's lip gloss? And she goes, I didn't eat it. I just wanted to taste it because it smelled so good. And it does smell pretty good. It's like I don't know, raspberry something. It's just grape. Well, what am I talking about? It's just grape. And she goes, I just put a little in my mouth and I couldn't stop. and her older sister's screaming and crying and freaking out because it was her favorite lip gloss. And she's only 9 years old. And my girls are both already into makeup, and so they love their makeup. and I look at my little one and I go, sweetheart, you can't eat that stuff. You know, but fortunately I only keep the non-toxic type of makeup in the house. But then it caused such an argument between the two of them. They're just battling back and forth. That was my favorite lip gloss and you ruined it and you ate it. And I just said, guys, calm down, sit down. I had them sit down. And then we slowed things down to a normal pace. And I said to my little one, I said, open your mouth. And she goes, I said, open your mouth right now or you're going to be in bigger trouble. And she goes, and her whole tongue is this color. It's purple. And she ate quite a bit of it. I mean, that's all that's left. Can you guys see that? That's all that's left, and it was brand new. And there's the teeth marks. She took a big old bite out of that thing. But where this becomes applicable is, this is a tiny little thing, right? This is such a small issue. And I sat them down and we learned a life lesson. And that life lesson is, don't make a mountain out of a molehill, right? It's something small. Thank heaven it's non-toxic. And even though she did ingest it, it won't hurt her. But this was also an opportunity for a lesson on honesty. And I said, remember, as long as you're always honest with daddy, then you're going to get in less trouble. But when you lie and hide things and keep things from me, that's when daddy gets upset. Because how can I trust you if you lie to me? And even at just 6 years old, she already understood the very integral part of this lesson, which is, why bother lying? And I continued to go on and tell them that, daddy believes that people that lie are only lying because they're afraid of the truth. And I said, never be afraid to tell the truth. Whether it's something small or it's something monumental, always tell the truth. And I looked at my little one and I said, here's how we're gonna fix this. You're gonna have to do some chores so that your sister doesn't, to work off whatever this lip gloss costs. Now it's only a $5 tiny little children's bottle thingy of lip gloss. And so she did some of her sister's chores to make up for it. But early on, even at 6, she understood why it was so important to tell me the truth, and why it was also important for her to respect her sister's wishes. She knew this was her sister's favorite lip gloss. She knew she got it for her birthday. She knew it was her favorite color. And she still went and hid and took a big old bite out of it. So ultimately, it was a good life lesson for both of them. And thank heaven, I hope and pray that all of you are keeping non-toxic makeup in your children's reach. Don't give your kids expensive makeup. They're gonna eat it. All right, friends. I'll catch you next video.